It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, welcome back and good morning. Oh my gosh, I feel like we just did this last night. I already see so many amazing people in the room. And what a night last night was. Guys, happy Thursday, first of all. I'd like to start off with a positive and just say, okay, we're close to Friday. Our kids are healthy. I don't have any, but I have fur babies. They're healthy. I had my 4 shots of espresso this morning. Like, I understand that there's so much negativity going on in the world, but it's important to not only address the negativity, but also to remain sane and positive ourselves. Unfortunately, we can't control the actions of other people. We can sit here and commentate on it, and we can definitely rip apart ignorant actions 100%. I'm not saying we can't do that, but we do have to make sure that we focus on our mental health along the way. These things have a way of impacting us. And last night when I was talking about the Jennie Nguyen apology, I was not floored by everyone's reaction. I completely understood everyone's reaction. But if you see the emotion and the passion behind how people are feeling about these posts, everyone is so visibly upset. I just think, again, it makes sense. It all makes sense. It's absolutely disgusting. It's vile. It's ridiculous. But we have to kind of compartmentalize too so we can remain sane. I feel like at the end of the day, I mean, how long do we have here? I don't know. I'm hoping that, this doesn't get everyone upset, but I do want to share a continuation of the Jennie Nguyen apology, because last night when she was giving this apology, which Georgia Carolina said it was a statement, and I'm starting to lean that way too. This felt like a statement, not an apology. When she gave the apology, Jennie Nguyen, she had her friend Michael sitting next to her, and they kept on saying, well, I take a full accountability, I take full accountability for this, but it was my social media manager. I shouldn't have had somebody like this running my account. So I do take full accountability, but it was my social media manager. And that's where she lost everyone. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen this, 120 in the room in the first 2 minutes. Go ahead, smash that like button. It's a subscribers only live chat, so make sure you get subscribed. I'm going to go ahead and share with you the social media manager's post reaching out and talking about this. It was a lot. So let's go ahead and do that. Guys, also don't forget, we are going live right after this at 11 a.m. to recap Vanderpump Rules reunion part 2 of season 9. And Jason's video from yesterday is at 10,000 plus. So, hey, all right, let's go ahead and bring this up. So guys, this came from the Real Housewives Zone right here on Instagram. And here we go. Jennie Nguyen's ex-social media manager says Jennie did not post the memes. They even captioned this. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Jennie Nguyen's ex-social media manager has said in a now-deleted post that Jennie did not post the memes. There was even Jen Shah who commented on it. I have to find that one later. But her social media manager is under Chelsea Adventures, and she put, at Jennie Nguyen's deactivated Facebook account was hacked. I was her social media manager. I haven't been for a while. And she did not post those memes. Bravo Media is phenomenal at vetting their talents. They're a multi-million-dollar business and would not let anything like that slip through and jeopardize them. On Wednesday, the PR company told Jennie to issue the apology, and she capitulated. For some reason this morning, I cannot say that word. Isn't it convenient that this happens now that they are starting to film season 3? See, this is the second time that this has been said, which is really annoying. Isn't it convenient? What is convenient about it? Because like Jordan said yesterday, it's not about when it surfaced. It's about why was it posted in the first place. And then at the end, she put, is this storyline worth the threats happening to this amazing family? Almost blaming it as if this would have been a problem for Bravo. Like they concocted this whole idea and planned to take Jennie Nguyen out. If you guys didn't see it, here's a little bit of it, just to kind of give you a tidbit.
Has owned it and taken responsibility for it, which is how it started off.
Yes. It's on my page. I'm taking full responsibility, and I am sorry that it came across that way. It did not represent me, but it did, and I apologize.
Yeah, and then somebody else I know, You know, a lot of other people are asking, why did she have a social media team in 2020? What people don't realize.
What people don't realize.
You know, I have multiple clinics during that time. I was running a full-time business.
But we thought she sold her clinics.
My mom, I'm a full-time wife. I don't have time to be on social media. I can't even have time to run out and buy groceries sometimes. I have to send someone. So let alone be on social media.
She's not.
Okay. All right. I don't know about this one, guys. There's a lot of other topics to talk about, but since we did talk about the social media situation last night with Jennie Nguyen's statement, not apology, and now that her social media manager came out, it's only right that we continue the conversation because there are more people coming out in defense of Jennie. Now, some people yesterday were saying, how much did they get paid? Because her friend Michael said, I was not paid to be here at least 3 times. Okay. It felt a little bit excessive, but realistically, it was at least 3 times, which made people wonder, were you paid to be here? Now, guys, I'm going to go ahead. Adam, you have to go interview the niece. I am not touching this one. Okay. This is no. And honestly, if it was Jennie's husband, maybe I would reach out and have an interview with Jennie's husband. I'm not giving Jennie a platform over here. I thought about, some people were asking me, Adam, interview Jennie and have her on your channel. I don't want to give that a platform. I would be curious to hear from him about the broken ribs and stuff like that. I don't want to interview her niece. Her niece could be a family member who knows exactly what she's talking about, or like we've seen with Mary Cosby's family, we've seen a couple cousins who have come out extremely bitter with no facts, and they've wanted to just tear Mary off of her platform. And then there have been other family members who have come up and they've been a little bit more reputable and honest with their delivery, and their stories make sense. So I think you just have to be really careful on who you bring on your platform, just to be fair at the end of the day. Now, 200 people in the room. Before we move on, because there is a new Bravo Celebrity book coming out and she's been canceled, but it's not stopping her from releasing this book. I'm going to go ahead and bring up some callers, see what they think. Let's start with, I'm going to bring the first caller in, and then I'm going to go Donna, then Georgia, then Gabriella. Hi, Donna.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
I just called to say,
good morning.
Like most people of color, I'm not even giving Jennie any more oxygen after this. It felt like a sunken place saved me. That was so cringy. He even knew that he looked like an idiot there. That's why he kept saying, I'm not this close friend. It's all horrible. The social media manager, a lot of it is on Bravo. But again,
but what do you think, Donna, really quick, because they keep on saying, like they said at the end of the video last night, and then the social media manager is wondering why now? Why did this all of a sudden surface? Kind of insinuating that maybe it was Bravo.
It doesn't matter who it was. It happened. She did it. I saw it. I was one of those who said, no, as of 2 p.m. that, I don't know if it was a Wednesday or whatever, that afternoon, it was still there. I really don't care, because Jennie made her platform for those who she's reaching out to. Her politics doesn't interest me whatsoever, but I can't give her any more air because the faux newses of America will do it. She's already a right-winged hero. They're avenging her, and that's her platform, and I don't support that. And that's where she's being able to, breathe air and oxygen into the stupidity. Originally, she said she did it. She was wrong. She was sorry. Now there's all these teams, and why now? And why did it even happen in the beginning? Who cares when it came out?
Right.
Even if it came out in the vetting process and we never knew who she was, you're still a crappy person.
So, and we understand that too, that, like at this point, it doesn't matter why it came out. The point is it was posted. Do you believe the social media manager? There's a little bit of an echo, so
I don't believe this. No social media manager. I don't believe the sunken place guy that she had. No, I'm not buying it. I feel bad for her kids. They must be catching it. I feel bad for, as a matter of fact, here in Ohio, I have been marching against Asian hate. Of all the Asian hate happening, for somebody to sit there and said, I have no idea, baloney. She
Right.
showed us who she was when they were fighting on the van. She made some comment like, "Oh, I'm from wherever she's from in California," insinuating it's hood enough that she knows. Pull her hair back, take off her earrings. Like she knew what she was saying.
Right.
She knew what she was doing. I'm not buying any blame games. I'm not buying anybody sitting next to her, sitting in the sunken place with her. Just stop. Again, the pundits who she's attracting, she'll be their social media darling. She'll be on their websites and podcasts and TVs. I can't give her any more energy. I can't. She's had too much air.
First of all, everyone's loving what you're saying. Oh my God, the sunken place guy, and everyone keeps on writing politics. So people are loving exactly what you have to say, Donna. Donna, thank you for waking up with us this morning and giving your input.
Thank you.
It's extremely important.
I adore you.
Oh,
I'm on my second cup of coffee working from home. It's a whole 8 degrees here. Burr.
Oh my gosh, it's warm here in South Florida, but I have a complaint, and I know Jason's watching. This morning, I woke up and he's like, "Get ready for your show. I'm gonna go get coffee." He's like, "Just take a bath, relax, and get your topics together." I'm like, "Okay." I come back out and I'm like, "Where's my coffee?" He's like, "No, I'm going in like 5 minutes." I said, "I'm on in 10." He's like, "I'll bring it in the room." I was like, "That's not how this works." Not how this works. But I love you, Jason.
I love you guys. Keep up the good work. And I was up with you earlier this morning. So, but yeah, I'm over giving that person conversation.
Well, I appreciate your input, Donna. Thank you so much. And I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.
You too. See you later.
See you later. All right, guys, almost 300 people in the room. Don't forget to smash that like button. It is the subscribers only live chat, and I pinned the call-in link at the top of this live chat. I'm, of course, going to take a few other callers to chime in on this because, well, it's still happening. People are still talking about it. And to be honest, I know we're all sick of this at this point. This topic will probably be trending throughout the rest of the week, kind of just like Mary's parents last week, and then it'll fizzle out. I'm sure it'll honestly trend up until Sunday, until the Salt Lake City, the new episode comes out. Then we're going to see an explosive moment from Jennie. Then everyone's going to talk about this again. And then on Monday, we will resume normal lives. Hopefully. Now, let's go ahead and bring up Georgia Carolina, because we know Georgia Carolina has seen the social media manager posts, and we know Georgia Carolina has something to say about it. Can you just give me a hand if you're ready? Oh, okay. I see.
Oh, she's ready. She's always ready. She's always ready.
To kick us off,
hey, friend.
Jordan, I want to say good morning. You look absolutely beautiful, and thank you for being a part of the conversation last night. Like I said earlier, it's not an easy conversation to have, but I think, some people even messaged me last night on Instagram, and they're like, "Adam, why are you even letting people talk about this?" But I'm like, what are you talking about? This is something that we all need to talk about because we got.
What are their names?
By not talking about it.
What are their names? Say their names.
No,
those people need to be exposed. That is demonic.
I can't.
But we're not going to go there.
Yeah, but normally, if we're not following each other, they fall under.
But if you're watching this, y'all are fucked up for that.
I mean, all right, Jordan. So obviously, again, let me just go ahead and share screen again just to get back to it. You've seen this.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen this, obviously, and you have seen the social media manager. What are your thoughts on this, please?
It makes everything I said last night that much more valid. Because everything that she has done to try to defend herself or to try to rectify this situation has had no consistency with the story that she's telling. You have had 2 opportunities to get this right, and instead of telling what the story is and condemning the actual situation, you came on here and defended your politics.
Right.
Or as Donna would say, your politics.
Yes.
That was genius. Somebody give me a t-shirt. But my problem is this doubles down on the reason of why didn't you have your social media on this live with you last night? Why did you have Chicken George on the show with you last night. For what? What good was he? Like, what good was having Sunken Place guy on the show? What was the point of having the guy from Get Out on your show? He
Can
did
I say
nothing.
something really quick, Jordan? First off, Jessica Whaley, Jordan made me cry last night. Everything was spot on. Thank you, Jessica, and
Thank you,
also
sweetheart.
Krista Marie, the Adams family. Thank you guys for the super chats. And Jordan, I wanted to say really quick, last night, I think Michael took more away from the situation only because Michael was so fixated. One thing that Michael seems like he's not used to is being on a platform where people are going to completely, rip you apart in hundreds of comments at once. We might go through it in our everyday lives where we experience hateful comments or hateful people, and you get them sometimes in small doses. But on social media, especially on an IG live, you had over 4,000 people last night. And it seemed like Michael was fixated on the negative comments about himself, which really took away from the conversation because it wasn't about Michael defending himself. It was more so, why, Michael, are you there to help defend Jennie? And
why are you here to defend a racist Republican's politics?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, this is why I said she should have had her social media manager there, because if she was actually hacked, if these posts did not represent her, then she should have had the social media manager up there. They would have sat here and started the conversation off by saying that these posts do not represent me or my beliefs. I think that they are vile, racist, and irreprehensible, and I did not post them. And the reason why they made it to my page in the first place is because my page was hacked and somebody posted them on my behalf without my consent. And this. Like, give credible fact and just acknowledge what it is. But the problem is there's too many holes in your story because you lied and said that that page was deactivated, but we found it the day that it came out. I saw it with my own eyes. And like the page was still there, which means, one, you lied about deactivating it, which means you never went through any anti-racism training that you claimed you went through in your first apology. And that also means you had the opportunity for an entire year to delete those posts and never got rid of them. But you were hacked though, right? So you had access to your account to delete it, but you didn't have access to your account to delete the post, but you could delete the account.
Wait, so let me ask you, Jordan, do you think you would have had a different, in your mind, would there have been a different, potentially, I mean, you can't, obviously, you can't see how this would have played out had the social media manager been sitting next to her, because we don't know how the social media manager would have come off to the audience and what she would have said. But do you think that would have been a better person to be next to her, and that could have gave Jennie a better outcome out of all of this?
At this point, no, because there are so many holes in the story. No matter what you say at this point, we know that the Facebook page was still here a year later. We know that the posts were still there a year later. And we know that you lied in that apology. We know that you didn't delete the page. We know that you don't even see the posts as wrong because you're so busy talking about being a proud Republican. I don't hear you saying anything about those posts. Not the only thing you said was they don't represent me, but they did. You're not even saying that they're wrong. Like, you're just saying my social media manager did it, but weren't you hacked? So I'm confused. Like, what is the real story? It's so many inconsistencies. Even if she had the social media there with physical screenshots of receipts and timestamps, I still wouldn't believe it, because why are you posting all of these inconsistent lies leading up to this?
And the thing I think that also adds holes into Jennie's story is that it's not like all of these posts were posted at the exact same time. It was like these
It was over a 6-7 month period. Right. It was from June to December.
Right. And that also puts holes in your story, because if you're hacked, listen, people get hacked all the time, but usually when they get hacked, it's like an influx of just them trying to destroy you, and it's post, and you get control really quick, and you change all your passwords, you delete the shit, and you move on, and you make sure that and there's a 2-step verification that you can add on Facebook. There's a 2-step verification you can add on Instagram. There are ways where people have to.
You don't stay hacked for 6 months, and then you don't stay hacked for 7 months, 6 months, get access back to your page. Don't delete the posts that you claim don't represent you, but they represent your politics,
But then
or your
why didn't the
politics,
social media
rather.
manager delete them if she was hacked after?
Where was the social media manager? Why, instead of the social media manager saying that Jennie didn't post the post, she needed to be saying why she didn't delete them. There are so many real questions that need to be asked. Y'all are answering all the wrong questions. You would do terrible on Jeopardy.
Jordan, stick around if you don't mind. I'm going to drop you down and bring you back up. I'm going to bring up Steven really quick, and then I'm going to move on. You're going to have an opinion about this next topic. Trust me, I know.
All right, babe.
All right, I'll bring you back. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring up Steven really quick to help us end off the Jennie Nguyen social media manager saga. Will she talk out again? We don't know. She only had 10 likes on the post. She deleted the post, and now you can't find her on Instagram. Trust me, I spent 30 minutes in the bathtub this morning looking for her, and I am a good investigator on Instagram. I might not know how to manage my own shit, but I can manage somebody else's. Let's just say that, if that makes sense. All right, guys, we have over 350 people in the room. Let's see if we can't get to 400. Smash that like button, a subscribers only live chat. I pinned the call-in link at the top of the live chat, and I'm dropping it again right now in case you guys want to call in. You are more than welcome. And of course, after this at 11, we are going live on Down with Jason to recap Vanderpump Rules Season 9, Part 2. Let's welcome Steven. And then I see Beauty Doll down there too. Hi, Steven.
Oh, hi.
Good morning.
Good. Oh, well, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay. I know you saw the social media manager come out and speak.
Yeah, I was going to bed and I logged on and I think I was in the live and I saw. And sorry, can you hear my washing machine? I don't know. Basically, the way I feel is what I was saying in the chat last night. I was like, look, she's gained followers. It's a base. Whether we want to accept that, deny it, or be angry at it, I knew it was going to be something. It was deflective, as it was. I said to you, didn't I? I said she was going to hint to you that it's someone else's fault. It wasn't hers. It's pretty much right-wing media 101.
Right.
And I'm not shocked, I'm not surprised. And what going forward, what do we do? I was like,
I think it's just, honestly, at this point, I think the only thing to do is, like, we asked the same questions about the Vanderpump Rules cast members, like what happens to them after? And we've seen what happens. You just really don't hear about them anymore. Nobody gives them a major platform. Yeah. Jennie might get a platform like Stassi did, where she went on Tamron Hall to explain herself, but then she was eaten up alive on that show when her PR crisis, her crisis publicist, was trying to kind of rejuvenate her career. It didn't work out for Stassi. I don't know. Jennie hasn't been around a long enough to rejuvenate any sort of TV career. I'm curious, though, if she will try to do anything else to clear her name, I guess is the best way to put it. Because right now she's telling us, this is not me, but I'm accountable, but it's not me. So
yeah, it was just like really a mess. And the thing is, unfortunately, there are people that want to listen to it either for clickbait or because it relates to them, and it's disgusting. I totally agree with that. But and even like last night when it happened, people were so upset, and quite rightly. But I'm like, well, what do we do? I hate this saying, it is what it is. She is who she is. Like, I don't think people, I would love to empower people and say, look, don't do other people's thinking for Jennie. Don't worry about her daughter. Don't worry about her family. Don't worry about her son. Don't do that to yourself. At the end of the day, she's shown who she is. It is what it is. Unfortunately, there will be people that will listen. And, let's just wonder if, Salt Lake regardless of whatever negative behavior people exhibit, we might end up with a cast where the biggest argument is something like my fondue.
Breaking the dough off the cake, just like Orange County.
Yeah, you know, like, hey, I'm totally up for something that just really nonsensical. Like,
I mean, to be fair, with these two, with Heather and Jen going outside of Mary's church and trying to film and catch somebody, I feel like we will have a lot to watch this season for Salt Lake. I am curious, and they're catching Jen Shell's trial. We will have a lot to watch. But
they but is that like, I don't really want to watch them making a mockery of, like, you know, trying to, where's Mary gone? And like, well, you know where Mary's gone. We all know where Mary's gone. Right. And there's Jen going, where's Mary? I'm like, Jen, where are you going, hun? Like, let's honestly, no offense, like, how is it? It's like, I always look at it like this. Imagine it's literally choose your fighter.
Yeah.
Choose. you're like
Mortal Kombat.
Well, who am I going to go? Who do I want to be today? Shall I go? I don't know, break my husband's ribs, be a racist, join a cult, or am I going to commit fraud? Don't know. Like,
no, it's a lot. It's a lot. Stephen, thank you so much for calling in this morning. We appreciate you, and thank you for chiming in on this topic. Guys, I am going to move it to a different topic now. We still might get some reaction. So Stephen, thank you for calling in. We appreciate you, and we're going to move on to the next.
See you later.
Thanks, Stephen. All right, guys. So 405 in the room. I'm hoping we can get to 500 to kick off our morning the right way. But this is another topic that I'm sure not everyone is going to be fond of. Okay. Well, don't say I didn't tell you. Stassi Schroeder is back. Okay. Stassi Schroeder is trying to come back, and she has announced her second book, Off With My Head, on January 26th. She said it's available April 26th. Now, if you guys see this book, I have to show you. I'm going ahead right now and uploading it to here. That way you guys can see exactly what the book looks like. You guys are going to freak because I don't know how everyone is going to react. I don't know how everyone's going to react to this. This is the book, okay? Off With My Head, the definitive basic bitch handbook to surviving rock bottom. It's by New York Times bestseller and author Stassi Schroeder. And Stassi explained in the caption of her second book announcement on Instagram, the last couple of years have been a freaking roller coaster for everyone. There's been a lot of loss, a lot of big realizations, and a lot of unexpected changes. For most of us, anyway. It's no secret I've made some big mistakes and I've been called out for them, but I've also done a lot of reflecting and learning and writing. Off With My Head is the definitive basic bitch handbook to surviving rock bottom. And rock bottom looks different to everyone. It could be the feeling of rejection from a really messy breakup, the stress and uncertainty you feel after being laid off, or just the loss of your sanity because you miss your former life. By writing this book, I hope to shed some light on what happened with me, but my real hope is that my stories can help someone else find their way out of their own worst times and maybe laugh at my expense along the way. She also shared an excerpt from the introduction of the book, and it said, being held accountable in such a public way changed me. Being pregnant changed me. Becoming a mom changed me. Life is still fun AF, but it's a little more serious now, and trying to crawl out of what has felt like rock bottom has a way of putting life in perspective and sometimes changing you for the better. I felt and still feel so strongly about how wrong I was, and clearly I had a lot to learn, and I still do. Kind of like Marie Antoinette, only instead of getting the chance to learn from her mistakes and step back and recognize her privilege, she had her beautifully coiffed head chopped off. Okay. All right, guys, 410 in the room. I know that you guys are going to have some opinions about this. Let's see what you guys are saying. I see a super chat in here. Let me bring this up. Tea Talk with Shaw. It is up to Bravo to keep it fun and light for us by vetting the cast. Yes, I agree. What are you guys saying about the book in here? Stassi, another book. Why? I don't need more victim mentality. I hate Stassi. I read the first book, and there was a whole chapter on how she likes hot dogs. A book doesn't mean she is back. Stassi, only haters are going to buy it so they can roast you. Oh, wow. I'm not so upset about Stassi because at least she had worked and learned to be a better person. Okay. She is not at rock bottom. Keep crawling, Stassi. Buenos dias. And rock bottom, please. Is this book for charity? Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and bring up another caller. I have to hear your opinions, guys. Let's see. Beauty Doll Sparkle, are you in the room? Oh, Beauty Doll Sparkle is not in the room. Okay, let's go ahead and see. I'm gonna go ahead. Steven, I'm gonna start bringing up our other callers too, but
Okay.
I'm gonna bring you up and also Jordan at the same time. All right. Okay.
Oh, no, Jordan
Okay.
looks more angry about it than I am. I'm a bit
I'm not angry. I'm not angry.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
angry. What? Because I talked about this in one of my recent videos in Racism by Bravo Part 2. I mentioned this where I knew this book was coming, and
Right.
I'm gonna repeat what I said here. Stassi, don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
It's really early. Because here's the thing. I've talked about Stassi could possibly be the one who could start this narrative of actual racism redemption culture. Like, she's the one who could do it, right? Now, at first, she's fumbled the ball. She started this out fumbling the ball, saying that because she got fired, she apologized for no reason. That Tamara Hall interview was a hot, steaming mess.
Yes, it was.
But Stassi has an opportunity here. And what Stassi has an opportunity to do is write the manual for white people on how to be anti-racist. She has a big opportunity with this book. Stassi, I know you're watching this, or at least your social media manager is watching this.
Not another social media manager.
I'm just saying, don't mess this up. Because you have a big opportunity to actually show growth, actually show learning, to actually educate other white people who have been taught like you. Because I'm not going to put it all on you. Racism is taught, not inherited. Remember that. So,
Jordan, this is actually big of you to say, though. This is big of you to say.
I've been saying this the whole time, though, about Stassi.
No, I know, but I haven't heard you say before. I don't think I've actually heard you on here before talking about, this is a time that someone can potentially redeem themselves. And I know that a lot of people.
I've only said it about Stassi because she's connected to this generation. So I feel like she's steeped enough in this culture to be able to actually get the next groups on the wave. Like, she can influence the kids now to pay attention to what has been happening because she's steeped enough in this generation's culture. Like, she has the ability to make that difference because she's relatable to these kids. So I'm like, Stassi, if anybody is going to do it, you're one of the ones that can. Nobody is listening to Megyn Kelly. Nobody cares about what Candace Owens has to say. Nobody is listening to Gina. Nobody is listening to Ramona that is under the age of 200. So, like, talk to this next generation and raise the next, influence the next wave of anti-racists. Please. This is your opportunity to unlearn this behavior and show how other people can unlearn this behavior.
I do have
Don't mess this up.
I want to ask, first of all, let me hear from Steven really quick too. Steven, do you think, no, you're fine. That's why I brought both of you up at the same time. Steven, do you think that this book could go in Stassi's favor? Like, if what Jordan's saying is true, if she really just owns her mistakes and uses this as a way to influence other people from making the same bad decisions that she did, could this be a way for her to redeem herself and her career? Steven, I'm curious. Go ahead. You're on mute.
I know, because my washing machine is about to go wild. But,
oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, hey. Working from home. It depends what she's written, doesn't it? That's it. There's nothing else that can be said. It's all depends what doth protesteth in paper. I don't know. I try to talk really posh.
Doth protest too much.
Yeah.
Okay, so
however she's wrote it, it depends what she's written. If it relates to some people, maybe that will be great. I don't get the vibe that from her and Beau with their baby that they want to they're kind of like the what's a budget here? We call it Poundland, right? Did you remember Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively got married on a plantation, didn't they? Right?
Right.
But somehow they've managed to become those people that you know that they were that was wrong, and they acknowledge that. Bo and Stassi could be like the Poundland version of that, you know, like, look, hey, we're not going to raise our kid like that, and I was a douche like that. And if it's in a book,
it's like,
meh, good for you, well done. I hope, maybe it can. I don't know.
I want to ask both of you a question really quick before we move on from Stassi. And I know that we have some more callers too. Guys, I see everyone. I promise I'll bring you up. Why did Chrissy Teigen come out of this so fast? Because Chrissy Teigen had a ton of posts that got her in a lot of trouble. She lost her Cravings deal, her book deal, her Target deal, her brand ambassadorships, her sponsorships. She lost everything, but it seemed like in a matter of 6 months, all of her deals started coming back. She was on talk shows. She was talking about her experience and what it felt like. Why? Is it because she is married to an A-list celebrity? Like, what saved Chrissy Teigen faster than anyone else has the possibility? I mean, does that not raise a big question in your guys' heads?
Yes, but then it's also not surprising because it seems very performative. Like at the end of the day, like
a lot of their apologies.
Like, the who?
A lot of the apologies seem very performative. Like, what makes
but you don't see a lot of people instantly losing everything they own in like a day. Like, I think that was gonna be my next thing. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, but I genuinely don't know where Chrissy Teigen is today. Like, I haven't heard about her coming back. I haven't heard anything about her. I didn't know she was on talk shows. I didn't know she was back. I literally had no idea. Yeah, like, the last thing I heard was that they snatched her stuff right out of Target.
Yep. No, she's been on.
That was the last thing I heard.
She's been promoting her stuff. She's still very much so around.
She's never been on my radar, so I've never cared that much.
But some people do, and some people have this question. Hold on, I'm going to go ahead and bring it up. Like, even if you go and look at her profile, you can see where she's promoting right here. Hold on, where else is it? She's promoting her new cookbook. Here's some of the stuff from her cookbook. I mean, Cravings by Chrissy Teigen. People are buying it again. She's promoting her kitchenware. She is still doing her thing, and people are now starting to rebuy and re-support Chrissy Teigen, and this feels like
so she's getting the same support that she was getting before.
So you just feel like she already had an audience that loved her and completely, like, they looked past everything that she had going on, so she had enough. She probably is one of those people who had one of those audiences who is willing to forgive her quickly because she's married to someone who's Black, so she can't be a racist. So the fact that she did something that was ignorant and went away for a while and lost all her crap, now, she suffered enough. That's what her audience is saying. But it's her audience. Notice how I have not heard anything about her. Who is Kate? Listen, this Marie Antoinette comparison I thought was actually kind of smart, but I guess it's because I'm an intellectual. But anyway, I don't like Chrissy Teigen has never been on my radar, so I guess I've never like positioned myself in media to know what she's doing. But I follow like mainstream news outlets, and I hear nothing about Chrissy Teigen. I also hear by way of like YouTube and stuff like that what the blogs are talking about. I hear nothing about Chrissy Teigen ever.
Nothing to say about my life.
Right. I mean,
so maybe she's back with her fan base. Maybe her fan base supports her, and that's how she's staying afloat. I'm sure we all knew she was eventually gonna try to start hawking stuff again. Like, she's got to get back to work at some point, but she's gonna lay low, try to let it blow over, find somebody else to call racist, and then come back with The more stuff, be a bully to somebody else, like find the new mean girl and then she can slide back in. Like she was just waiting for her moment to creep back.
Okay. Steven, Jordan, if you don't mind, stick around. I'm going to go ahead and drop you down, and then I'm going to start hitting some other topics. These are a little bit more cotton candy, guys. We got some of the tougher items out of the way. Steven,
We've gotten the espresso conversation out of the way.
We got an espresso conversation. Yeah.
See, it's afternoon. I don't drink coffee now. I'll stay up.
Oh, well, then get a rosé. What do you mean?
Please.
A rosé.
Get one for me too.
A champagne?
No, I'm more of a red boy. Malbec.
Oh, red, okay. Well, then get a nice glass of red. I like bourbon. Let's cheers, but maybe not at 9:30 in the morning, okay?
I like Hennessy at any time. No, I'm
joking. Well, Jordan's driving, so no Hennessy for Jordan, but Jordan is
I am not driving.
Oh, okay. Well, parked. But eventually that car has to get back somewhere, right? So...
No, I'm at home now, so I technically don't have to be anywhere until 4:00 this afternoon. But
there's somebody walking past your car with the trash can.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. Oh, that's my father-in-law. Hey, Pops.
All right, Jordan, Steven, I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down. I'll bring you back up. Jordan, you're funny. Okay. All right, so we're gonna move on to some more topics, but we're gonna keep them a little bit lighter, more cotton candy, because these other topics were a little bit heavier. And I know it's morning time, but to kick us off, and let's make us laugh for a second, because we haven't laughed all morning. And I always send Jason these things where, I see silly shit and I'm like, oh, well, this makes me laugh. And it makes me, I don't know, feel good.
Nah, it's not funny. I've got school. Nah, I'm not laughing. I've got school. Nah, has he drawn on my face? Nah, it's not.
Oh my God. Hold on. But then wait, what about this one? This is legit me driving. I am the worst driver ever. The worst. Oh. Can I say though, even though I'm the worst driver, I'm not like this person. This person is just evil. Why? Oh. What a jerk. For no reason. And she's just walking past. She's all jolly and whatnot. Good for you. That's kind of a jerk move, but that's fine. Okay, let's keep it moving. And when I get these little videos, I look at them and I'm like, what the hell are people thinking? And do you not realize in the world that we live in now, there are cameras everywhere. So if you're doing that shit, people will find you. They will catch you. I mean, I forgot what it is. Maybe Steven can tell me, but Jason told me, because I've never been to Europe or the UK. Jason said is it CCTV or something, where there's cameras on every single corner and they catch everything that's happening. So you don't get away with shit. That needs to be the same thing that's going on around here in the United States, especially Florida, California, New York. We need CCTV, because I feel like it would stop a lot of crime, or people like this woman wouldn't give a shit and she would do whatever she wants anyways. Anyways, let's move on. So Melissa Gorga is coming back to our screens on February 1st. And okay, we're excited about it. What is her storyline going to be? Well, most likely latching on to her husband, but I still like her. Now, Melissa Gorga's mom, we've seen on the show before, but now she's calling for her daughter to join OnlyFans because she saw Larsa Pippen making $10,000 a day on OnlyFans on Real Housewives of Miami. And she said, Larsa Pippen is a lard ass and my daughter is not. What? So she's encouraging her daughter to join OnlyFans. And of course, Joe Gorga is like, no, ma'am, that shit is not happening. My wife is not joining OnlyFans. And I don't blame him. If Jason came to me and said, I'm joining OnlyFans, I would be like, that's cute. I'm going to throw your computer off of the 3rd floor. So join whatever you want. It's not going to last long. I hope you make enough money to make up for the cost of that computer because this shit's not going to fly. Thank you. No. All right. Also, there is another person who's caught out in these, I was going to say nightclub streets, YouTube streets, streets. I don't know what street, but you were caught again. And I feel like this is never ending. However, I'm going to give this guy some grace at this point because he's dug his own hole. He's cheated on his ex-girlfriend multiple times. He cheated on her when she was pregnant. He cheated on her after she had a baby. He cheated on her again and just had a baby with another woman. And his name is Tristan Thompson. Now, Tristan Thompson is in the nightclub, and there's a video of him with some new girl sitting on his lap. I don't like the B word, so I wish that wasn't there. But there's a new girl sitting on his lap, and he's just running around doing the damn thing. I'm wondering at what point is Tristan Thompson going to decide to lay low? But he's not the only one in the Kardashians world who's dealing with some sort of drama. Kanye West came out recently and said that he did Kim Kardashian a huge favor. And we're all wondering, what could that huge favor be? Well, technically, he said that there was a second sex tape. And when there was, it was with RHONJ. And RHONJ had the second copy. And Kanye was like, I went to his house and I said, what's up? Give me the tape because everyone's trying to exploit my wife. Kim saying that that's not true. So is Kanye doing this for attention? Is Kanye just fighting for his family back? Is he going about this all the wrong way? We saw where Kanye West is now, he's been photographed for quite some time with his new girlfriend, okay? And now she's starting to call him Julia. This is like, this reminds me, and this is no offense to Julia Fox, this reminds me of one of those situations where you see like the memes where it's like you ordered this, but you get this. You know what I mean? Like Julia Fox, like she's super pretty, and I think she's a beautiful woman. But I think what Kanye is trying to do in the way that he keeps dressing her like Kim, and he's styling her to look like Kim, and he's doing her makeup, and he's trying to make her stand out and be like, look at my new girl right here. It just feels a little off. And it feels like he's trying to get back at Kim Kardashian for being happy with Pete Davidson, which I'm not supportive of that either because I don't understand that relationship. I mean, I'm not supportive because I don't know Pete and I don't have a vendetta, but I also don't get it. I mean, Kim Kardashian, like when I first saw her on the Ellen show, I think my jaw dropped all the way down to the ground. I was absolutely, we see her on TV. She looks beautiful, but to see her from like 6 feet away and just all of her glam and everything, she really is like one of those people who walk in a room and all eyes are on her. I used to think the same thing about Lisa Vanderpump too, though. When she would walk into the restaurants that we worked in, it was like there was like this aura and glow about her, and all eyes went to Lisa. She commanded the room. It's really a special gift. When I met Cynthia Bailey, it was the same thing. All eyes were on Cynthia. And sure, it's maybe because people know who they are, but I don't want to attribute it all to that. Now, we do have some more callers, guys. Over 450 in the room. Don't forget to smash that like button. I know one of our callers is at work, so I'm going to bring her up really quick just so she can speak before she has to go. Hi, Shan.
Hey,
good morning.
How are you? Thanks for having me.
Yes, of course. Thanks for calling in.
Oh my God, of course. I miss you. And I haven't been able to tell you in person. Congratulations.
Oh,
you're getting
thank
a plaque.
you. Hey, thank you,
Yay.
Shan. Thank you.
Oh, of course. Okay, Kanye. Pardon me. Huge fan, but a fan understanding that he's not well. But y'all, can somebody tell me who, what, where Julia does what, who, what, when? Like, she has this like aura and ego about her, but I don't know her.
When she said too, she's like, I love how everyone's thinking that I'm with Kanye for the money and fame. Like, get real. I've dated billionaires my entire adult life. And then she comes out and she says, I'm a huge fan of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, a huge fan of Kim's. And Kim just brushed it off. And she's like, well, that's cute. I'd rather him be with a fan than a foe. So I'll take it. I'm like, Julia.
And we snapped for Kim right there.
I mean, Kanye is probably like, why the hell would you say that you were a fan of my wife? Like, now it just looks like, I mean, it.
Ew, creepy. Like, ew.
I don't know. Yeah.
So you don't know her either? I mean, if Adam doesn't know you guys, now I don't feel so bad.
I didn't know who Julia Fox was before this. She hasn't been on my radar. I mean, I'm not, and again, when I said the comparison, like it looks like something you order online to what you receive, I'm not being like, I'm not saying Julia Fox is not a beautiful woman and she doesn't look amazing. I'm saying it's strange that we're dressing her up like a Kim K doll. We're putting her in all the same styles. We're putting her in the all leather with the black gloves and tight
gloves
with the corsets, and like he's styling her just like Kim Kardashian. It feels like it's almost comical.
It really is. But again, I'm going to flip it and look at my little positive glass half full.
Oh, please, because I can't find mine.
Rose-colored glasses right here. It's keeping Kanye busy, and we need Kanye to stay busy. Someone with his mental health issues, it's kind of good to have a project and a focus, because if not, that's when he's going to go off the rails. Have you talked about his interview with Jason Lee?
No.
Check it out. It was actually pretty interesting.
What was the most interesting takeaway from the interview?
Oh, Adam, you put me on the spot. Most interesting takeaway. Oh, God. How about this? I just took it away. My, I guess, biggest takeaway was that he's quite aware of every move he's making. I think everything is very intentional. Very intentional. But yeah, check it out. It's about 45 minutes. You can watch it on YouTube at 2 times the speed, or maybe 1.75.
Okay. I appreciate that. You know, to think that, first of all, I want to say this, to think that Kanye would not be aware, especially he's been in the public eye for so long. He knows when he makes these outlandish statements sometimes that they will be grabbed by every major, media outlet. He knows how to get a reaction. He jumped on stage at the VMAs. He took Taylor Swift's whatever away from her and gave it to Beyonce. Like, he's always doing something for a reaction, and people talk about him and he's like, I'm not crazy, I'm genius. And it's like, okay, you're a genius.
You're a crazy genius.
Crazy genius. Listen, we'll give it to you, man.
Okay, no, I don't say crazy.
Yeah.
I don't say crazy. And then one last comment before you let me go. I loved your poll because personally, I am at a 10 excited for Kandi. I feel this is going to be the new Vanderpump, and I'm here for it. The casting, or I should say her staff, look like reality TV gold, and I'm here for it.
I mean, I can't wait for Kandi either. And that sparks me up on our next topic. So thank you so much. And Shan, I know that you're back in work. So thank you for calling, and
I'll get to it.
All right.
Thanks. Bye, guys.
Bye, Shan. All right. Unpopular opinion with Krista Marie. Everyone, Georgia Carolina is joining me on the panel for the 7 p.m. live tonight on my channel. Sorry, Adam. Hope you don't mind. Yeah, no, of course I don't mind. What do you mean? I love this. If you guys are meeting each other on here and you guys are growing your platforms, this is YouTube. There are millions and millions and millions of viewers, and you will find an audience, and maybe even people from here that love you just as much as, it's huge. I never mind. If you can collaborate with people and meet new people, that's exactly what we're here to do while talking about some of our favorite and sometimes messiest topics. This is all love here, guys. Okay. And also, I hope you guys have a great show at 7 p.m. I'll be watching. Stop saying crazy. No, I didn't say, okay, Katie Joe. I'm not saying Kanye is crazy. I'm saying that Kanye likes to say outlandish, sometimes crazy things that get a reaction. Maybe there's a synonym for crazy that I am looking for. But no, I'm not saying Kanye's crazy. Okay, let's go ahead and bring up the last topic. Now, Kandi Burrus is launching her new show, Kandi and the Gang. And Kandi, well, this show is going to be interesting because it kind of gives us a Vanderpump Rules vibe. And we've known that the show has been coming for quite some time at this point. In Kandi's new show, it's going to be not only her and her husband, Todd Tucker, but it's going to be Aunt Bertha, Aunt Norma, and also Mama Joyce. Of course, they're going to be our comedic relief while trying to manage this group of employees who have their own social lives to worry about. And it seems like it's a very, like for Vanderpump Rules, it was a very incestuous group, if that's the right word, where everyone was sleeping with everyone. And, you're hooking up with the bartender, but the bartender's screwing the manager, but the manager really has eyes for the host, but the host is about to whoop the bartender's ass because she's finding out that the bartender's trying to hook up with the manager while the manager is trying to hook up with the host. Like, that is what it's giving me. That is old school, nostalgic Vanderpump Rules, and I'm here for it. Even if you guys didn't catch the trailer, and I can't play it on here because it'll flag me, anything that, is copyrighted, obviously. But for Kandi, you even see moments where her staff is challenging her, saying, this doesn't sit well with me. And she's like, I don't give a shit. I'm not on your payroll. You're on my payroll. I can't wait to see her as a boss and navigate this. And I'm wondering, is this going to be, did Bravo, and this is my question for you guys, I want to bring up some callers. Did Bravo try to pump out a Kandi spinoff in place of Don't Be Tardy? And did they try to pump out a Portia and Kandi spinoff to see which one would get better ratings in place of Don't Be Tardy, because they had a slot to fill and it was Real Housewives of Atlanta associated? I always feel like there's a reason behind everything. So let's go ahead. I have a new caller here and we haven't seen her in a long time. Big Red.
Ew.
Hey,
Hello,
good morning.
Miss Big Red in the house. I haven't been here in a minute. Hello,
How
Adam.
are you?
You know what? I'm actually blessed by the best and waiting for the rest. And it seems like you bringing it on, bruh.
Hey.
I love it. I feel so good. I really do. You know, I had to take a minute away from social media. And it is the best thing to do. Sometimes you got to stand back when you are already in a tornado and a hurricane. And actually, I give hats off to you. I do.
Why?
Because you and Jason gave me back my life, and I love it. I mean, you made me see me. I was reckless on social media. I was mad at everybody. Like, when people started turning on everybody, I was mad. I thought this is the way the world went. But Adam, when you still kept your the way you do you, man, I love it. I know you're gonna be great. This is what I stand by. I don't care who be mad at me. It don't make me no difference. Adam always been pure. He has never really shaded nobody. And when he do shade, them palm trees be heavy and light. And I love it. And I'm here for it. Now, as far as
Can I say that I didn't pay you to come here and say that? Is that on brand for this conversation?
That's on brand for this conversation. Adam never paid me for that. But I will say this about you, Adam. You are one of the people, and even the people that's really evil online, they saved my life, man. They did that because I was ready to take my life out of here. I really was. I lost my son. I lost my granddaughter and I lost my mom at the end of the year. But what I found was God in another whole sense. See, I was Bible whooped, but when I found God, I found it in my way, the way I needed to, in a sunshine way. And I got to admit, you had a lot to do with that. And I thank you for that. I do. I always carry Adam for that, man. Adam stay pure. I don't care what y'all say about him. He don't throw shade on nobody. He ain't evil. He is a good person. And I rock with you all day long. Like Mike Jackson, I'm your mama, baby. I rock with you.
Can I say really quick too, Big Red, you know, I'm so sorry. One, I'm so sorry for your losses. That's absolutely heart-wrenching.
It's okay though. Everything died. That's what I found out. See,
right.
I knew everything died, but I didn't know everything died. Like, what I mean by that, when you adopted and already don't know where you come from, you know everything died, but when it happens to you without answers, you can't get you know what I mean? You can't get it. But I get it now. I get it now. And it's okay. Everything happens it is okay. I'm cool with that, Adam. I love you.
Big Red, you don't have, and I know this has to be a hard time and everything. And I just want to say.
It's not. It's actually a great time, Adam. Last year was a hard time.
Right, but there are so many
December
people.
31st, I promise you, it was a great time because I found God in a whole nother way that I wasn't whooped on it. You know, you could be Bible whooped all day long. All day long, you can be Bible with what they say, he said, ancestor said, she said. But I got whooped in another way. The reason why I always stuck with you, because you showed me a different way. Like, you know, people could say this and that, but it's about your life. It's about how you come. And that brings me back to Kanye. Kanye might be obsessed. So he's a Gemini. I'm one. But again, I'm a Gemini and a Cancer. I was born on the 21st of June. I'm a Gemini and Cancer. A Cancer, they feel, they love it and all that. A Gemini, they react. And that's why I can't hate on Kanye, but I ain't finna hate on Kim either. Maybe the mixes didn't mix well. And the way they doing it may not be right. But I mean, Kanye doing his thing, what he do. He ain't so reckless no more that he now been brought down a peg or two from Kim. It took Kim to say, no, I'm not going to do this no more with you. I don't care who you are. You're not about to walk over me. See, people don't see her for that because she's a millionaire, billionaire. You can call her whatever y'all want to call her. But she loved Kanye and she carried him to the end. But what she wasn't about to do was be him. She wasn't finna do that. No. So that's why I respect her. And this is why I respect you, Adam. It really is, because you was really saying the same thing. You come from where I come from. I'm adopted. You had just found out you had a pop, and that's why I love pop. I haven't even found that. And if I find that, which I believe I will before I pass, I just turned 53. I'm okay with that. I'm okay if I don't. I'm okay if I do. I'm looking for it now. I know now you can't bust a move until you checkmate.
Have you taken the DNA kit?
Yeah, I just did it. I just did the ancestry on the last of December. I'm waiting on it. It takes anywhere from 7 weeks to like even 2 months. I'm okay with that. I used to be nervous, and I'm not no more. Now that my mom passed.
Big Red, mine sat on my bar in my kitchen for about 4 or 5 months because I was like, I don't know. And then finally, when I took it, it was life changing. I found pops. I found out that I have aunts and uncles and cousins, and now I'm so close with all of them. It absolutely is life changing. So hopefully, I am hoping that happens for you too. And
that's all I changed on. I was really mad at the caregiver, the one. It really, I love her now. Then I was really mad at her because she was like, I don't think she could read me because, literally, I'm so all over the place. So a lot of things she got right, but a lot of things she got wrong. Never did I expect to lose my son or my granddaughter. And I damn sure didn't think I was going to lose my mother, not knowing where I come from. But what I did pick up from her was, you just got to keep going on. And I promise you, it's going to go on and on and on. So the more I could stay in contact with her, the closer I got to you. And I'm so happy now. And I'm telling you guys, in 53 years, this is what Kanye is missing. I feel close to him because now I don't agree with nothing that he does because he really is outrageous and slanderous. But that's how Geminis do. But at the same time, the reason why I'm so mad at him because he don't sit back. He don't listen. He don't observe. And when he do try to listen, he still get upset. So he has not arrived. Though he got money and people think he arrived, he really hasn't. He needs to be complete with himself. He doesn't need Kim or no girl or nobody else. He needs to feel whole within himself. And at this point, even if I was to die right now, after I hang up right now, I literally feel complete with myself, not knowing even where I come from, but it would really be nice to know where I come from before that happened. I really hope that. I'm going for that. And in my life, the stars is the stars is where it's at. And I'm not trying to be evil, but when I got like Adam, I got really evil, really mad, really. I was mad at all of you all I didn't understand when people was turning on each other, but I get it now. That's the way the world goes. But what I love about you, baby, you ain't never lashed out. And I love you for that. So therefore, I ain't never going to drop you, ever. I got to stop in your line. I want to say thank you and Jason for help delivering me, because God delivered me. But I love the way y'all stood by me, didn't judge, maybe been mad at me for some of the comments I said. That's okay. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm kind of like Kanye on that.
Yeah, but just to be clear, I've never been upset with you ever.
And that's fine. But what I want to say is I really, really cannot wait. I hope I be there when you walk that throne of being like Wendy Williams. Because what y'all don't know is he really is the next Oprah and the next Wendy Williams. I'm talking about the white version, but he got that girl thing in him. I love you for that, Adam. I really do.
Big Red, thank you so much for calling in and sharing with us. And honestly, we're sending you all the love and positivity. This was, first of all, it was so sweet of you to call in and also share your story. And we're sending you so much love right now. I know everyone in the chat is too. Thank you. And thank you for...
Thank you. And Shan Van, I have not forgot about you. I promise you, Scheana Van. You've been there just like Adam. I give kisses to you too. And all the fans out there. Y'all keep it up with Adam. Adam, I promise you, you ain't even got to say that. I know you love hard and you live hard and you love hard. We know that. People who know you got to know that. And if they don't, peace. And that's just how it is. That's what Kanye trying to say. If you don't know me, peace. He just outlandish with his stuff. That's all.
Right.
That's all. No, him and Kim probably don't mash, but they mash. They obviously do. They have 4 kids together. I'm just saying.
And people move on.
Oh, I love you. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say no.
They don't want to understand that
they grow apart.
Right. People move on, but Kanye don't understand that Kim has literally moved on without him. He don't get that. But when he do, it'll be okay. I hope it do. I really pray that it do because I know he don't mean her no harm. He do stupid shit. We know that. But Kim, she just Kim. She ain't finna put up with that. She ain't finna put up with all that. That's just not her. That's not her lingo. She not finna do that. She ain't no Chloe. Sorry, Chloe. No shade, but I'm just saying.
Wow.
I'm just saying. But y'all be in peace. Everybody stay prayed up. And to all the angels out there, y'all keep Adam going. I love you, Adam and Jason. And I hope you do send me an invitation to the wedding because, baby, I can cook. I'm just saying.
Definitely. Big Red, if Jason can drag my ass to the altar, then definitely you will have an invitation. I think
Jason, pull him by the hair. Pull him by the hair, Jason. Nah, you better run to that altar with Jason. Because guess what? It's never another man like him. He has proven himself, Adam. I think you know that. I really do. But I think you kind of like me. You just scared because you just are. You know, I ain't about to say what.
Are you there? Big Red, did you mute yourself? Big Red. Aww. Okay. Well, Big Red, for some reason we lost connection with her, but Big Red, I just want to say we're sending you all the positive vibes. And guys, I think it's important to realize out of that conversation too, when you're going through things and you lose people and you're hurting and you know, that's one of the reasons I love this community so much is because when I have, you know, some of my most anxious times or my most sad times, or even when, you know, my best friend passed away and I keep this photo in my desk because I know she's always watching me. I lean on, you know, like this community. It's just so amazing. And I'm so grateful and thankful for all of you. And just remember too, when things like this happen, you're not alone. There are so many other people who are going through similar situations and would love to have somebody to talk to. So it is important to remember. And again, Big Red, we're sending you all the love and positive vibes. Marie O, your personality and energy. Adam, you're a stand-up human being, sending positive energy always. Thank you, Marie O. And Ghostly Gamer, Adam, you and your family, an amazing chat family, have helped so many people, me included. Love you all. Guys, I was going to go until like 11 right before the Vanderpump Rules recap reunion, and now you have me all teary-eyed and whatnot, so I got to go get my shit together. What is going on? I love you guys. We've been in the chat for an hour and 10 minutes. Of course, we'll continue the Kandi Burrus conversation. Jason and I are going live back in 20 minutes. I am hoping that there's an omelet or something waiting out there for me, but I have a feeling there's not. Okay, Jason, that's the hit. I love you. Guys, we'll see you so very soon. Don't forget to smash that like button. It's a subscribers only live chat. Almost 500 people in the room. Remember, I pinned our reunion part 2 in the top of the live chat. That way you guys can join us. We can continue the conversation because we have some Vanderpump Rules shit to spill. And actually, part 2 is a lot better than part 1. So hopefully you guys can join us. If not, I love you guys so much. Happy Thursday. Have a beautiful rest of your week. We'll definitely see you tomorrow on Friday for another Wake Up and Adam. And we have a big announcement coming this upcoming week. Jason and I are flying out to Los Angeles on Monday. I can't wait to share. Bye, guys. Bye, 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 bye.